All right. Hey guys, so excited to get to talk to you guys. I put on my notes, start with a joke. So here's the joke. I got out of the shower, told my husband I had this big Zoom meeting, and he's like, "Oh, does that mean like you're gonna do your hair and makeup and stuff?" Because that's not been happening. Well, it turns out the joke's on him. I literally am rocking a hoodie. I got sunburned, so it looks like makeup, and workout shorts and fuzzy slippers. So when I walked out, needless to say, he was like, that's what it's come to, huh? I'm like, listen, I washed my hair. Give me a break, Bubba. So anyways, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Christina. I live here in Middle Georgia. I have grown up in the same exact place. I became a school teacher in the same exact district that I graduated from. So I'm a school teacher by trade. I taught 7 years in regular and special education, 4th and 5th grade. Loved teaching, knew I would always teach. Like growing up, I taught my stuffed animals or my kid brother or really anybody that would let me boss them around, I taught them. And so I love the art of teaching, but very quickly, I came to the realization that I have a whole lot of kids, okay? They're anywhere from like almost 16 down to 2 years old. And with a bunch of kids come a bunch of expenses. And I recognized very quickly that when you're capped off as a teacher, and I was a well-paid teacher. I have 2 graduate degrees, so I was making the most that I could make. But there wasn't a whole lot left over for me. There wasn't really a lot of ways that I could save. And so anyways, that's how I got turned on to Plexus as an opportunity. But before I was turned on to Plexus as an opportunity, I had significant health issues. You would not look at my family and think that I would struggle with things like high blood pressure, or anxiety. We work out well. I'm actually training for a fitness show. Isn't that the craziest thing you've ever heard? We eat well. We do kind of the right things. But at 24 weeks pregnant with my first daughter, I ended up having a grand mal seizure. My blood pressure had never been elevated to that day. It jumped to 215 over 108, ended up having a grand mal seizure, and they delivered her. She weighed 1 pound, 5 ounces. And that really sent my body into a crazy, crazy tailspin. For the next decade, I was on anywhere from 5 to 7 different blood pressure medications at any given time. And the doctors really couldn't find any reason for it to be that way. It wasn't genetic. There was just kind of nothing. They were like, well, good luck on your medicine, basically. And I had really awful restless legs, which I don't know if you guys have ever struggled with restless legs, but man, it is quite, I remember laying in the bed thinking, if I could just cut off my leg, like that would hurt for a while, but it might be worth it. It was awful. It was awful. And I had anxiety and, mild depression. The anxiety, I think, stemmed mostly from my career. I think most teachers probably have some anxiety. Can I get an amen from educators? But all seriousness, I knew that there had to be some root issues. When I got up, I was 30 years old. I woke up one day and I had my little pill container, like Monday AM, Monday PM, right? And my son, he was probably, I don't know, 7 at the time. He was like, Mom, that's for old people. And I'm like, dude, I know. And so I just said, there's got to be some root issues. So I reached out to my friend Britt and I said, listen, I need you to tell me why Plexus is helping with this, all unrelated things. And she started just educating me on the importance of gut health and blood sugar balance and how hormones are affected and gut health is affected. And I jumped in with the products right away. By the 1-year mark, I was off all my blood pressure meds. I've had a full-term pregnancy since then. I've nursed babies for many years on Plexus products. And so I'm just really grateful that at 35, especially during a crazy quarantine, I feel better now than I ever have. And so that's kind of how I got involved with Plexus. I think it's really important to be passionate about what you are endeavoring in. And some of you have decided to endeavor in this opportunity with sharing, and some of you are just on the fence, and that's completely okay. I was on the fence for a really long time. I used our products for a while, but I just couldn't conceive of myself doing something like this. I didn't have time. I was finishing my 2nd grad degree. I was nursing a baby. I had other kids. I didn't have time. I didn't have a network, right? I didn't have any sales skills, no sales skills, okay? I didn't even talk to adults for a living. And so I didn't really have anything that you would think, she's going to be great at this. No clue. But what I did want to do was something that mattered with people that mattered to me. And so I started thinking of Plexus as an opportunity as I was learning about everything it could help people with. That's when I recognized an opportunity. Because just about everybody in my life struggles with something. I mean, if you walk in a teacher's lounge, you don't hear people in there talking about how great they feel, right? If you walk to the water cooler, people aren't going, man, I feel phenomenal today. Like, people are not talking about how great they feel. They are talking about their lack of energy. They are talking about depression. They are talking about feeling isolated. They are talking about struggles with migraines and allergies. And I mean, allergy talk is everywhere right now, especially in Georgia, y'all. People aren't feeling their best. And so the more I learned about how Plexus would help, it felt like a no-brainer to me. Like, somebody's going to tell these people about Plexus. It might as well be me. And I also thought, man, if I don't tell them, I'm knowingly keeping something from them that has helped someone else. Now, one hang up, and I'm going to get to this in a second. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hold that because I have a whole little PowerPoint I want to show y'all. But why would somebody consider doing something like this? Like I said, doing something that matters with people that matter to you. You get to pick your people. I mean, if you've ever had to work someplace where you don't get to pick your people, you can really appreciate how special it is that you get to pick your people. Right? Can I say that louder for those in the back? I mean, it's important to pick your people. The law of the inner circle, you guys know I'm a huge John Maxwell fan, but the law of the inner circle says that in 5 years, you'll be the average of the 5 people you're the closest to. So if you're not controlling that inner circle, you will by default become like them, which is good if you're just naturally around leaders who want to grow and be better. But it's really bad if you're just around the average Joe who's okay with the mundane and who's griping and negative, because by default, you'll become that way. So you get to choose your people. Amen, right? And I like that in this industry, working together increases the odds of winning together. I cannot be successful at what I do without my girls being successful at what they do. And guys, Andrew, if you're on here, shout out. I cannot be successful without them. If I'm not helping them reach their goals, I will not reach my goal, which is exactly what I love about this. What is it that John Maxwell says? If you're a leader without followers, like basically you're a mountain climber. You might climb the mountain, but you're going to be all by yourself. I don't want to be a leader by myself. I want to take people with me. And so I love that my success is directly proportional to the amount of value that I add to my team. It's really important. And it's a relief because that means it's not all up to me. This is different than direct sales, people that are selling eyelashes or makeup or leggings. Love them, buy them. I bought some magnetic lashes, no lie, last week. I haven't even opened them because I cannot even believe I bought them. My husband's like, you don't even do anything with your real eyelashes. Why would you buy fake ones? I'm like, that's the point, honey. But I love those things. However, the success there is just how much can I sell? Like, how much can I sell? Pennies on the dollar. Like, and that is not what you're looking at with Plexus. You're looking at what kind of an organization can I build? How many people can I help other people? I love that about this. It's you're getting paid off of the efforts of many, which is phenomenal. Okay, so I want to talk about a couple of things, and then we're going to go into just kind of some common objections, because I know for me, when I was starting out, I had a list of reasons why I wasn't so sure this would be for me. And if that's you, 100%, you're fine. That's totally normal. If you didn't have some reservations, I would probably tell you to check your pulse, right? So one thing that I think is super important is the idea of this isn't something that may or may not work for you. This is something that is proven statistically. Do not miss this. 95% of people, that's almost 100%, 95% of people who pick an opportunity, Plexus, leggings, I don't know, other opportunities, there are other good ones out there, but people who pick an opportunity and just consistently show up 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, whatever, show up consistently over time, it is almost 100% guaranteed by the end of 10 years, and many years before that, will be at the top paid rank in their company. 95% guarantee, which means if I take 100 people with me, 95 of them will have hit the top rank before the 10-year mark. And those other 5%, guys, it might take them 10 and a half, but that's few and far between. The average time to the top of this company is 3 years. And the average person at the top of this company makes $500,000 a year. So if it took me 10 years to make $500,000 a year, I'm okay with that, because on the way there, I'm making 100,000 a year, 200,000 a year. And guys, there's a lot of good that can happen with that kind of money. So for those of you that are not motivated by money, that's completely fine too. Think of the good that that money allows, the options, the opportunity that that money allows. Because here's the thing, money does not buy happiness, but it 100% gives you options and freedom, and it's super important. So people will say to me, what's the key to success? I want what you have. How do I get there? The key to success is a C word, and it is consistency. It is consistency. John Maxwell says in his book, The Leader's Greatest Return, I've never read from a book before, but I'm going to do that. He says, as I look back at my life, I realized that consistency has been the key to my progress. I wanted to improve, so I got intentional about learning, and I never quit. He says, I didn't have any sudden big hits early in my career, meaning you might not come out of the gate the best person who can recruit or the quickest person to rank up. He says, I didn't have any sudden big hits early in my career. I was not a home run hitter. My secret was to get up to bat every day and just try to get on base consistently. I think that's what most people need to do to turn their dreams into reality. So I want you to know the secret, the reason why many of you will be successful and the reason why some of you will not is a lack or a dedication to consistency. Just being willing to show up, being willing to fail consistently, being willing to try harder consistently, just being willing to show up. Because you can work this business very, very part-time, but you cannot work this business sometimes. This either is something that you're committed to, whether that's 5 minutes a day or whether that's 30 minutes a day, whatever your time allows, but it's going to have to be consistent. Most important thing. And then he talks about, this is the last thing I'm reading from the book, but he talks about how you take something from motivation. Lots of you are really excited right now. So you don't need much motivation from me. You're excited. This is new, right? But you guys, here's what happens. Here's what I know. Motivation in the beginning from excitement will wear off, right? Think about it. When I decided I wanted to start training for this show, I was all gung-ho. Listen, there's only so many times you can eat 4 ounces of turkey and brown rice, right? That motivation to go warm I see Christy nodding because she's doing it with me. That motivation goes away. It's the habit that sticks around. And so he says, hold on. All right, when you're first starting a new goal, you'll be excited and highly motivated to start going. And those of you who have people who are on your team know this. They'll be excited. They'll feel strong. But the more consistent your progress, the lower your general motivation is likely to be over time. That's normal. That's with anything. That's why we start so many projects, right? How many of us complete all the projects? But he says this is because of habits. The secret of super athletes isn't that they're super motivated. The thing that really sets the elite apart is that they're able to train when they're bored out of their minds or tired. Their routines and their schedules keep them in top shape. Super athletes don't let their training schedule depend on their current motivation, and that is why they succeed. That is secret number 2, consistency and habits. And the good news is you get to create both. None of those are predetermined by your personality type, your network, where you live, where you came from, where you want to go. It's all totally up to you. So I'm going to jump right in. I got to figure out how to share my screen. April, shout out to you for making me this PowerPoint. Appreciate you so much. Okay, I'm just going to briefly kind of go through this. That's not what I want you to see. Let's see. Move that. Move that. Okay. How do I make this full screen? Not super smart, you guys, when it comes to this. So we're just going to look at it small. How about that? Anybody know how I can fix this quickly? I can't see the chat. So
Christina.
Yep.
Back to view.
On the
start presentation?
right hand. Yep, present.
Thank you. Okay, so why the opportunity and how to get started? There's a few things that you have to have belief in, and that is yourself. You guys, listen to me. Please hear my heart. If this Hot Mess Express mama in Middle Georgia can figure this out, so can you. And the good news is we already have the systems in place. You don't have to come and create anything. A lot of that legwork we've done over the last several years. So you just get to start implementing, which is really phenomenal. But you got to believe that you can do it. And here's the thing. If you wait for the fear to go away before you begin, you will never begin. The fear will never go away. We live in a fallen world. So that fear will always be there. The secret to that is that you starve the fear by feeding the faith, by feeding the belief. So that means that you're intentional. You have to check your input, right? What are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you filling up to help combat that fear? Because it's never going to go away. I have it. I have fear. And there's one rank between me and the top of the company. I got lots of fear, but I starve it all the time. I feed the belief that I have. If you need help, where do I start? What can I listen to? What can I read? Let me know. I have a couple of recommendations based off of where you are in your journey. Okay, you have to have belief in the products. None of you will be really super excited to start messaging your friends if you do not believe that the products will help them. Right? If I had a fire extinguisher, but my neighbor's house wasn't on fire, probably not going to be super eager to go over there and trying to get him to take my fire extinguisher. Right? These products will help people with major health issues. They will also help people who are already healthy maintain overall health. But you won't be excited or bold or passionate about sharing that if you do not build that belief. So how do you do that? Read a testimony every day. There's a group called the Gut Health and Happiness group. It's our health testimony group. If you're not in there, please let me know. But just go in there and read a testimony every day. Go in there and search PCOS, postpartum depression, migraines, fibromyalgia, whatever people in your life struggle with, just go search that and start to grow your belief. You have to have belief in network marketing as an industry. If you want to go all in, and anybody can make some shopping money doing this, but if you want freedom, a couple $1,000s a month, $10,000 a month, whatever it is that your heart desires, you have to have belief in this industry. A couple of great books that you could read there. Go Pro, fantastic book. Millionaire by Halftime, fantastic. Both of those I read in the beginning. Both of those is what made me decide to make this a career. Because I had all those weird, sleazy, slimy ideas too, like, ooh, can I be that person? Yeah. I read those books and I learned that network marketing is the fastest growing and highest paid profession in the entire world. Over 90% of women who are millionaires make their money in network marketing. So yes, I learned about the industry and that gave me pride. You know, when people used to ask me what I did for a living, I was so excited to say I was a teacher because it gave me automatic influence, right? Network marketing does the same thing. We do network marketing the way that it should be done, but rarely is. So if you've been burned in the past by a network marketing company, I just want to apologize. That's not the way that this industry was ever created to be. It's not the way that it has to be. And you do not have to be willing to be that kind of person to do this. So, and then belief in Plexus in general, just in the opportunity that we have. I love that our company, you can earn as you learn. Like you can start making money right away just by simply helping people. The more people you influence, the more money you're making. Okay, so common objections, and I won't spend a lot of time here, but if you're on my team and I've directly talked to you, I can pretty much guarantee you've given me at least one or two of these. And the good news is you'll get the same objections from your people. If you talk to them about doing this opportunity, these objections never change. Good news, because once you learn how to handle them, you've got it. There's not ever any surprises, right? People say, I don't have enough time. Here's what quarantine has taught people. It is not time that they are lacking. It is priorities that they are lacking, right? Everybody has the same amount of time. You cannot find it. You cannot make it. Everybody has the same amount of time. So what someone means when they say, I don't have enough time is, will this be worth my time? Show me that this will be worth the investment of my time. That means they just want to know, are they going to get a return on the investment? If they're investing 30 minutes a day, what kind of a return can they expect to get after 3 weeks? And you just got to be able to handle that and offer perspective. And if you don't know how to handle that, your upline will, right? Your upline will know how to help you with that. You're going to hear, I don't have a network. Well, that's just completely not the truth, because the internet has given us access to millions and millions of people. And you guys, listen, less than 3% of our population has ever even heard of Plexus. And we just launched this spring into Mexico, which means it is wide open. So less than 3% of our country has ever heard of it. We're in Mexico, Canada, and Australia. So everybody has a network. The internet, almost my entire business was built here. It was not built by going to my neighbor's house and going to the PTO meetings. Some of my friends that are here, I knew in real life, but most of them I have created from internet friends. Like, they're my best friends in the world now. And I found them online, or I was connected to them from someone else. The beauty of network marketing. It is not in who you know. It is in who you know and who they know and who they know. Terry is the prime example. She's on here tonight. She just joined my team. She's brought me my friend Elena, my friend Rhonda. I mean, she's bringing me people left and right that I would have never had the pleasure of knowing. And guess what? Then they're helping me introduce and meet their people. So my network is by default multiplying by no effort of my own. You're going to hear people say, oh, I'm already successful. I'm not real. I don't need any money. We're secure. We're set. Here's the thing. Most millionaires have an average of 7 streams of income. So most people don't have enough money. What they need, what they're thinking is this sleazy or slimy because I'm already successful and sophisticated and I'm not really willing to put my integrity on the line? Like, tell me more is what they're saying. And they're needing perspective. Some people are not motivated by money. Now, I can't figure those people out usually, but some people are motivated by fun. And listen, you know what's fun? I've won cruises and shopping sprees and trips to Hawaii and luau's. And I mean, you name it, this company does it, and it does it really big. So people who are motivated by fun, there you have it. And the majority of people in this business, especially at the diamond level, they're motivated by serving others. They're what you call a yellow personality, meaning they just want to serve. They love other people so deeply, which is why belief in the products is so important. If you believed in these products, you would want to help and serve. And when you can come from a place of service and a place of problem solving, that's something people can get behind, even if money is not what they need, because they'll recognize that there's a lot of good they can do with that extra money. You're going to hear people don't have money to spend. That is flat out not the truth. This is the biggest month in my entire business. So the rest of the economy is shut down. Other industries are stalled out. And my team, this team, you guys, the biggest month of my entire network marketing career. People do have money. They're prioritizing their health, and they are looking for plan Bs as far as income. And Plexus has something to help with both. So it's not that people don't have money to spend. When they say that, what they're saying is, you've not quite made it valuable enough for me yet. Like, I don't know enough about the products. Like, is it worth $89 for a welcome pack? Well, it depends. If they think that that $89 welcome pack will just help them lose 5 pounds, maybe not. But if they think it's going to help them lose 5 pounds, sleep better, have better energy, not be snacking in the teacher's lounge, and sleep well at night, oh my gosh, I have people say, that's all? That's all it costs? So people have money. I don't want to be salesy. Great. I'm not looking for salespeople. I don't want to be salesy either. I avoid salespeople. I buy cars on Sunday. The last one I bought online. I mean, I really don't love to be sold to. And so I remember that. I don't push myself on anybody. I'm here to solve a problem. Is there a problem that you have in your life that keeps you from feeling your best every day? Let me see if I can solve it. And I always say, listen, this may or may not be for you, and that's totally fine. But if this is something you want to take a look at, I'd love to help you. They'll say, I don't have experience. Me either. Me either. So you learn a simple set of skills, repeat. Simple set of skills, repeat. And there's a learning curve with anything that you endeavor in. If I were to go to Burger King, I couldn't just start ringing people up without knowing what's on the menu or how to run the cash register. You got to learn a few things. This is not a lottery ticket. It's not like scratch and win. It's learn a few skills, but then be rewarded exponentially for it. And then I don't have a testimony. This is my favorite thing to hear, because this is what you'll hear more than not when some people are like brand new. They'll say, yeah, if I love the products, I'm going to be telling people about it. And I'm like, great. I love that you want to love on people, but let me give you a little perspective. And they'll say, great, give me some perspective. I'll say, here's the thing. One of my really closest friends struggled with PCOS and conceiving, and she had really awful cycles, and I've never struggled with that. So it didn't matter how long I was on Plexus. I would have never had a testimony for that. But I didn't want her to suffer needlessly because I didn't have a testimony. So what I've learned is that I can grow belief by reading other people's testimonies. what somebody says when they say, when I have results, they're saying when I have belief. And there are lots of ways to grow belief in the products while you're waiting on a testimony. You won't ever have a testimony for what every single person struggles with, but you do have access to stories of people who have the same struggles. It's kind of like a real estate agent. She doesn't have to live in the houses that she's showing to people to know if it would be a good fit for them. She just knows what their needs are, what they're looking for, and then she offers a solution. Same thing. And you guys, newsflash, people generally don't even care what the products have done for you. They want to know, can I trust you? Can you help me? And do you like me? That's what that's what they care about. Very rarely am I asked my story, and I have a good one, but very rarely do people even care. They want to know, can it help me? So you don't have to have a testimony yet. You can definitely start sharing while you're waiting for your own testimony. Okay, so let's talk money. If you're brand new and you don't have 3 people on your team yet, hold please. And you don't have 3 people on your team yet, if you are to achieve silver during the stimulus incentive, you can make $700 to $900. Okay, get with your sponsor, get with me, and I'll help you figure out the exact numbers if you've not gone silver yet. If you've gone silver already, and then you go and help 6 friends get started on their product journey, with this stimulus, you're going to be making about $600. And y'all, they're paying these bonuses out in 72 hours. So I have some friends that have earned several $100s before their products even arrived. It says that right there. Residual income. So every month that your friends stay consistent on their products, you earn an income every single month. They get the cheapest prices, being wholesale, you make a profit. It's really a win-win for everybody. And let me just touch on this for a second, because I get asked this. You guys, every company has an advertising bucket of money per se. Some companies choose to invest in celebrities or commercials or whatever. Plexus chooses to invest in their ambassadors, in people, because word of mouth has always been the best seller, always. And so they recognize that, and so do a lot of other companies, especially where we're headed now. And they're giving that money back to us. So instead of advertising with big box stores where there's no personal relationship or celebs or whatever, they just pour money back into us and say, hey, thanks for that referral. Here's your referral bonus, basically. And the sky is the limit. You are not capped. You can pass the person that sponsors you if you're working hard and they're not, or what. I mean, you're never capped, which is what I love. I can pass Brittany. If my team continues to explode and things are going well, I can pass her. Whereas if I'm working at Chick-fil-A and I'm that manager, I'm never going to pass the owner. I'm stuck, right? I'm capped. And here you are not. So when people say, is that a pyramid scheme? I'll say, well, no, because first of all, schemes are illegal. And I mean, people that are doing illegal things don't get voted the best place to work for 7 years in a row. So there's that. But no, pyramid schemes would mean you're being capped. And with Plexus, you can go above and beyond people who are above you. So absolutely not. There's nothing schemy or slimy or gross about Plexus. It's something that you can feel very, very proud to represent. Okay, so if you want to get started, what the heck do you do? Where do you say, oh my gosh, this is where everybody gets so nervous. Here's the thing. Let your sponsor know. Let me know. Let them know if you're ready to share. First post, send messages to some friends who love, support you, and trust you. This is not the time to pick the friend who is always negative. Don't start with her. Start with the friend who is always loving. And if you don't have those friends, let's find you some. And then connect them with your sponsor. You don't have to know a single thing about Plexus, you guys. You just have to be willing to say, great, I'm glad you're open. I'm going to bring my friend Tina into this because she's been doing this a lot longer than me, and I know she's going to be able to help me help you. And then you start a 3-way chat. It's just that easy. Communicate. Let me know you're ready to go. Start sharing. Connect. So here's some ideas for your first post. Make it public. And the reason that you make it public is because I have girls who are committed to your success. And so when you've posted, we want to go boost that post. Facebook has an algorithm that requires you to get so many comments in a certain amount of time in order for people to see your stuff. So we'll go tag your stuff. We'll go boost you. We'll say, oh my gosh, I love Plexus too, or whatever. But make that public. And here's an idea. I'm so super excited that I get to begin this journey with Plexus. Today's my day 1, and I'm so excited for boosting my immune system, more energy, less sugar cravings. Who wants to join me? And then you got a picture of you and your cute pink drink or whatever. Totally fine. If you see posts that other people have done, follow the leaders on our team, you guys. Borrow their post. Copy, paste, borrow. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, anyone who comments on your post, you're just gonna comment them and say, hey, I'm gonna message you, and then reach out, start a three-way chat. Here's what that looks like. And I'm gonna put this recording up, you guys, but hey, Betty, thanks for commenting on my post. Since I'm still learning, I'm gonna set us up in a chat with my friend April, who's been with Plexus for two years now. Does that sound good? Cannot wait to learn with you. Then you start a three-way chat, do a quick intro. This is my friend Sandy, this is my friend April. So excited to learn. And then your sponsor will know exactly what to do. Because again, we have a system. And as you see what she does, you're gonna start going, oh, okay, she asked that question. Oh, good, she used that video. You're gonna start connecting the dots yourself. Okay, so when I have somebody that says, I'm ready to hit the ground running, I say, great, make a list of 30 friends. And remember, you never know who is silently struggling. I'm having to move this around a little bit. So let's see. So if you've already gotten your products and you've been on them for a while, you could say, hey, Katie, how's your Wednesday going? See, you and the kids have been enjoying the sunny weather. Us too. So excited to message you about some products and some plant-based products that I'm loving. I got extra energy, reduced my sugar cravings, I'm sleeping better, and my metabolism is boosted. If I sent you the scoop, would you check it out? Something super simple like that. Let's say you just ordered your products and you don't have a testimony yet. Say, hey, Sam, how's your day going? Love seeing the cute pictures that you posted last night. Hey, listen, this may or may not be for you, but I just started a new journey with some amazing plant-based supplements that my friend April's been using for years. She has balanced her mood, lost stubborn weight, increased her energy, and sleeps like a baby now. Curious to know if you're open to hearing more. Now, these are skeleton messages. If there are things that you need to tweak or add, if you're an emoji person, put some emojis in there. If you know their kids by name, ask about their kids by name. Make these messages sound like what it would sound like if you guys ran into each other at Target. Like, Tina, girl, I found some new jeans the other day at American Eagle. Have you tried them yet? They're a mom fit, but I think they're fantastic. Want me to send you the link? It's no different. And I literally had that exact same conversation the other day. I had the same conversation about workout tank tops too. So you're just saying, I'm starting this cool thing. I'm excited about it. Want to know more. And then when they want to know more, you connect. Okay, realistic expectations. So I had this conversation with my friend Cass today. Most people, if you start reaching out, let's say you reach out to 20 people, you can expect 10 to 20% response rate. So that's going to be 2 to 4 people will respond back. And some of them are going to just be no. That's totally fine too. But if you're getting 10 to 20% to respond back, that's normal. Celebrate that. Many people will open a message and not respond. It's because they're busy, not because they hate you, and not because they hate Plexus. They're just busy. So on average, if I wanted to go recruit 3 people, I'm going to have to do 30 reach outs. I'm willing to. You know what I make with 3 joins if I'm brand new? Several $100s. And I'm getting 3 joins out of those 30 messages, but I know, because I've done this for a long time, that those 27 other people will join me at some point. So I'm really getting 30 joins based off of my efforts. So I want 6 joins, I'm going to have to obviously message 60 people. So if you're messaging 3 people a day, just know that you can expect to have, by the end of the month, several joins if you're having conversation with people. Social media, use it to your advantage. Just be yourself. Follow us. Look at what we're doing in our stories. Look at our posts. It's not a Plexus billboard. Nobody wants to be sold to. So you don't have to vomit Plexus on your profile. We just sprinkle it in, right? If you go to my profile, you can see that I'm passionate about Plexus, my kids, my husband, fitness, and Jesus. That's pretty much my brand. So everything I post focuses on those 5 things, usually. Plexus is just one of them. I don't post about it more or less than the others. I just am intentional. So just know that you don't have to create that wheel. You can totally borrow what's available. Okay, last slide. So after your initial message, if the person opened it up and did not reply, normal, give it a few days and simply follow up. You guys, most people take between 8 to 12 follow-ups before they're ready to purchase. So if you stop following up at follow-up number 5, you've just made it easier for the next Plexus person to come along because you've already loosened the lid. So here's a good follow-up. Hey, Shannon, hope you're having a great week so far. What are y'all doing to stay busy? Curious to know if you've had a chance to check out my last message and if you're open to hearing more about Plexus and how it might be a great fit for you. Boom. Or, hey, Jenny, how's your week going? Loved seeing the strawberry picking. Where'd y'all go? Hey, not sure if you had a chance to see my last message. I know life's crazy busy, but I'm curious to know, have you heard of Plexus before? You're just trying to re-engage a conversation. That's all you're looking to do. All right, how do I exit this? All right, let me stop my screen share. I had to bring y'all back to big screen. Hold on. There we go, right there. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, anybody can be a jewel. Okay, so I stopped my screen share. Oh my gosh, did I go longer than 30 minutes? I went 38 minutes. Y'all don't be mad at me. Okay, questions, answers. I'm not going to call on anybody, so nobody get like the sweaty pits. I used to get those when I thought my teacher was going to call on me. Hated it. But I'm not going to call on you. But if you have a question or a common objection, or you just have something that you're not sure you can overcome, I'd love to hear it. Tina, if there were any in the thing, let me know that. No? Okay. Anybody have anything that they would like for me to clear up? Somebody has to ask something, or I'm going to feel like I did a terrible job.
It just means you answered everybody's questions.
Oh, I like that perspective. Yes, it means I was thorough.
I was just going to say, I don't have a question, but I was going to say fabulous, fantastic. As always, you're an amazing teacher.